Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Han Show. Today we will be talking about and discussing the Grammy winners. Not every single one, but we'll be going over some interesting picks, and then we'll also maybe briefly be talking about some artists that we think might drop new albums or projects in 2025. So yeah,
The Big 25.
the Big 25. All right, Grammys. I didn't watch it. Oliver, did
I
you watch it?
watched it, except I missed the album of the year part. So it cut out, but
Yeah. Well, I guess we can start off from the top. Well, Cowboy Carter is the winner of Album of the Year, and I don't fuck with it.
I don't fuck with it at all.
Mm, mm,
I don't know. I mean, I
Bro,
guess I
mm.
haven't listened to it, so I guess it's kind of like
bro, it
unfair. But
should have
like,
been,
I
bro.
heard Texas
Okay,
Hold'em, and that's
I haven't
enough.
listened. Yeah, I haven't listened to Texas Hold'em, or I've listened to that album, but I've listened to the Billie Eilish one, right? See, everybody's saying, oh, Billie Eilish should have won. Yes, the Billie Eilish one was good. It was good. Okay, but then I also said Chaperone and Charlie XCX. But the fact that Charlie XCX did not win, that's not even my favorite album of those three. But it literally, like, it was Brat Summer. It was this year. Like, it's so specific to this year, and everybody was talking about for a whole summer. Texas Hold'em was talking about for a bit. And not that if it's just because it's talked about, it means it was, like, good. But, like, it was critically acclaimed, well perceived by the public, okay? I'm just saying it's just like it's so stupid that she got it. I don't care if she didn't get stuff before, okay? She has 37 Grammys. I don't care if she didn't win an album of the year for one time. Like what? Like I don't like they can't just be giving away stuff just because they feel bad for her. Like a billionaire. Like chill the frick out, you know?
yeah,
And also, on top of that, I thought, well, maybe it's because they're trying to like spread things out. Like maybe it's like because they gave Brat the pop and dance, electronic, whatever category that is, album of the year. That's why it wouldn't win album of the year. But then Cowboy Carter won country album of the year and album of the year. So
Yeah.
Brett could have won both as well. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't listen to country either, but like that just seems kind of stupid. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of country music. I don't think all like saying all country music is bad is fair. Like saying that for any genre. I do think that the majority of the songs on the radio that you hear for country are really bad, at least in my
Like Texas
opinion.
Hold'em.
Like if we're considering Texas Hold'em country, which I don't know what the because there's not much storytelling. She's just talking about.
And you know
It's so
Texas.
the lyrics in that song, like
We don't hold them.
it's so stupid. Like it makes no sense. The lyricism is horrible. I mean the instrumentals are right. It's just kind of basic. It isn't even that like I don't even know what defines a country like instrumental.
Well, I remember
But
seeing so many things of like, oh my gosh, this Beyonce album is so good, or this Beyonce song, new single is so fire, and I'm just like hearing him like, do we have the same ears? You know,
yeah,
not
that's
to say
real. That's
okay,
true.
not to say that my music subjective opinion is better than yours, but it kind of is.
Musical elitist, musical elitist, musical.
Let me guess.
Um,
Your favorite
how
band is
long?
Radiohead.
How long is your? How long is the album?
I don't know.
Hold up,
Um,
Jarvis.
Probably like 30 minutes too long though. Sorry.
Like I might listen to it just because I
Yeah,
keep
I
saying bad stuff about
yeah I
Texas
keep on
Hold'em.
hating
Yeah,
without listening to it.
Yeah, so I
me
can't
too.
really be saying too much, but
An hour and 18 minutes.
dude,
What?
Maybe not. Maybe.
they're dragging it, bro. I'm just trying.
And like,
Yeah, we're not.
I feel
No, yeah, we're not listening to that. I'll listen to like 30 minutes of it, and I'm not listening to past anything further. It's
and like
27 songs.
Bro,
Beyonce, we got
so
beat.
over.
Crazy in
What's it
Love
called?
is your only good song. No, I'm joking. Um, it's
Um,
actually the only song that I remember from her. Oh, there's Halo and Single Ladies. Yeah, I guess not. But
there's a
sorry for
song called
hating.
Blackbird with two eyes. They're trying to be edgy, bro.
they
Which
think
one?
they're Nintendo in 2006. They're not Nintendo in 2006.
Yeah, what? Maybe I just don't. These are just. I don't know. I'm gonna play it.
Also,
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I should stop hating until I listen to it, but I'm gonna keep hating. So
yeah. Um, the I feel like it also just kind of sets a bad precedent because a lot of people were saying that it's like, oh, like this is nowhere near her best album ever. It honestly doesn't even crack the top half of her discography. But I'm so glad they gave it to her because she deserved it in previous years.
Like,
But
no, you
that's like
can't do that. Just because
like that's
you can't be giving away crap to people who make not the best album of the year because other at times when their album should have been given away. Even though, who knows? Okay, what, like, I don't know. I don't know what other albums were part of like the.
Wait, was Utopia uh in last year or no?
I thinks. I'm not sure.
wouldn't Utopia have been 2 years ago because Utopia was like in the summer, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like it sets a bad because like it sets a bad precedent because now I feel like this is kind of like a theme for this year's Grammys. Just kind of like the whole just kind of like the whole like giving it to legacy artists that would have, could have, and should have won in the
Okay,
past.
Yeah.
Because
2010, she did not deserve to win it. I already see Frank Ocean and
He's gonna-
Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Okay, 2011. Uh, Arcade Fire's The Suburbs, not deserved. Um,
um
okay, I'm not looking through all of them, but I already see two of them. She didn't deserve it, so I do not think that she. Yeah, like
and then on top of
boo.
that, like people are talking about how it's like Billie Eilish got 7 nominations and didn't win, even though a lot of her fans like admit that this is like her best work yet. And
Yeah,
then people are saying like, well, yeah, but don't be upset because she won in the past. Like, come on. And plus, she's a young artist. But then what do they expect her to have a a Beyonce moment and like win in like 2 decades when it's like her songwriting or like her craftsmanship like falls down a bit. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
That's such a bad precedent.
Like,
And I don't and I don't condone being like a sore loser over this sort of thing. It's just like I just feel like this is like setting some very bad,
yeah.
some
yeah,
like bad news for the future.
definitely. Um, well, besides that,
And then, so if that's it for album of the year, but
yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the album of the year. But for record of the year and for
yeah,
other
song of the year,
nominations, song of the year, record of the year, Not Like Us. I think I got 5 Grammys, right?
five
It's
Grammys.
honestly
Yep.
insane for a
Tabs.
diss track song. I mean, it
See,
made
look, because
sense.
it feels like yeah, it's like with Not Like Us, it's like they understood the assignment. Like
Yeah,
it's like
it
this
had
is
the
kind of like
biggest, a huge impact, just like Brad had, But
yeah, yeah. Like Brett Summer and Not Like Us Summer are kind of almost like siblings in a way because people always said like, oh yeah, Espresso is the song of the summer. Not Like Us was everywhere. It was at my job. It was at a random pizza place. Anywhere I went, Not Like Us was there. Espresso, it was kind of just like in the background. Like I heard tiny pieces of it like in like YouTube Shorts or whatever. But Not Like
Yeah,
Us was like everywhere. It was on like most shorts. It was in the real world. So like that, it made sense to like kind of like what's the word? Like observe that
yeah,
in in the Grammys. But then like Brad also had like a huge chokehold on like the actual like not just like the music industry, but just like media for like the entire summer, you know.
yeah,
Um,
100%.
it's also funny that now Not Like Us and Drake's entire career have the same amount of Grammys. One, two, three, four, five plus five, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, like there was a stretch for like 2 weeks where I heard every single time you switched there was like a hip hop station, and even sometimes like on the other stations, it didn't even. It kind of like broke through that. Like it was just like every single time for it was 2 weeks, and then other like just like over a span of a few months during the summer, like every single day or every single time I was in the car, I would hear it. And I mean, like I'm not trying to say like yeah, I mean, I definitely got kind of sick of the song, but I think it still deserved like the five, like I don't know. I think I think it's deserved, like you were saying.
Yeah. Um, in other news, what's it called? Uh, I guess kind of to like segue, it is cool that some new artists did get their flowers this year. Like Chaperone won best new artist, won best new artist. Which is very deserved. I think we all
Yeah,
kind of like predicted that.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad it came true.
that was great. That was
Yeah. Especially because it's like that because it's like Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess. It was like a long time coming, and then it's like it blew up like months after it came out, and it's like it has definitely changed the landscape and like changed people's lives. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's I think yeah, it's like I think that it's like she should have won, and I'm glad that she did.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
most
Uh,
definitely.
on top of that, uh, Doechii also won Best Rap Album of the Year, even
Oh
though
yeah,
it was a
that was
mixtape, but still, that
th-
was pretty big, I
that's
think.
definitely deserved. I do kind of dislike that one song that's popular, just because again, I think it's more of a I really don't like when people talk during songs, but I don't know. I I
Is
I
it
I, I still respect that she
The
won,
Denial is a
and she
River.
definitely deserved that. What?
The Denial is a River song.
Yeah.
That's fair.
yeah, um, yeah. Although it's like, I mean, like it depends, but also it's like I feel like that kind of is also pretty prevalent in uh in like rap songs sometimes when like
Yeah.
talking, but still, um, uh, the best the best pop song or what was it? I think it was well, best pop duo went to A Die With a
Oh
Smile,
yeah,
which
that's
honestly
deserved.
I didn't realize that made the cut. I thought it was too late for it to be nominated this year, but
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
made
That
it.
was so
That
definitely
yeah.
deserved. It put. I mean, that Allison app APT put him at like the top artist, which is
Yeah. I think he's
crazy.
still up at the number one
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah,
I mean, that song
Man,
is.
it
It's
should have
just.
went
It's
it
that.
should have went to Fat Juicy and Wet, not gonna lie.
I mean, that song's just a great like.
next year,
It's a
next year,
wedding
Yeah.
song type thing, and it's just so good. It's
wedding
some.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's peak wedding music, you know.
for sure. Um, what's it called? Um, and then the best remixed song went to Espresso remix, whatever. Um,
Oh, okay.
but what's it called? Oh yeah, I haven't heard it. I feel like it would have made. Well, I don't know. Again, like it's kind of hard because it's like I haven't listened to everything, but it's like when Brat had like an entire remix album where it's like the entire album, but like basically made an entire second time differently, made of remixes. I feel like it's like I don't know. I feel like one of those could have or should have won. But Espresso, of course, are trying to give it its flowers because as people were saying that it was miss and stuff. Um, on top of that, Short and Sweet won the best pop vocal album of the year, which listen. I haven't listened to all of the albums that were on there, and I'd be lying if I said that Sabrina Carpenter has a bad voice. But I feel like it's not that good, especially in it's like especially in like a standout like sense.
I
It's
know.
it's
It's.
not
I feel
it's
like.
not special. It's
Yeah.
just not like
Yeah,
it's
wait.
like it sounds very like it sounds very cookie cutter, very cookie cutter.
Yeah.
And like
And especially when "Hit Me Hard and Soft" was on there. Like,
yeah, I was gonna
obviously, I mean,
say
Wait, Hit Me Hard and wait.
Billie Eilish, bro.
What?
She was hitting some crazy stuff on that, bro.
like
And
yeah
then
because it's like
Chaperone, I don't think Chaperone's performance it's good, but it's not like I feel like the standout where she's like, oh, like wow, it's obviously it's still
for me
great
that
singing,
was
but
for me her vocals on Midwest Princess were that was one of the standouts of that album
yeah,
for me because like she had like multiple like singing styles that she went throughout the story or like, throughout the course of the album, and it's like I feel like
yeah.
how she pulled all of those off. It
And I
was
feel like
very seamless, you know.
Yeah.
But
all
yeah,
of the
so that
popular songs of sorry.
Well, no, but like that, and then also I haven't listened to the Billie Eilish album yet, but she's always hitting like some like crazy vocals. So I feel like either of
Yeah.
those should
Yeah,
have won.
from Birds of a Feather, like pretty good vocals on that one.
And
Yeah.
all of the popular, what's it called, songs of Sabrina Carpenter that I know, I feel like she has the same type of vocal performance on every single one. Like, I don't know. It just, there's
Yeah.
no difference in it.
From
Yeah.
listening to Short and Sweet, I haven't listened to the other albums, but like you were saying, yeah, the vocals. I mean, like you said, I would be lying to say that they were bad. I mean, there were some like I don't know. I think it was also part of the mixing on that album kind of made some of the vocals on I think it was one of the tracks kind of annoying. But there wasn't anything
Yeah.
like that special and it wasn't like fully unique, I feel like. Um
Yeah.
so yeah.
In other news, uh, Brat won for best packaging, which I'm very, very
Yeah,
happy about.
that's if they didn't win, like I don't know.
Um, and Daniel Nigro, who produced both Sour and Guts for Olivia Rodrigo, and also Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess, uh, won best non-classical producer, which I'm also very happy about because it's like his producing on these pop songs that kind of like it pushes them like above like the average, I think, in it. It's always
Yeah.
a treat to hear. So I'm happy about that winning too. Happy about him winning it too. But
Mm-hmm.
um, should we talk about the rock winners?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So for hold up, I got it up here. So for the best rock performance, Now and Then by the Beatles won.
Really?
Yeah,
Which
I think
Which is,
like which ties into what we were talking about before. Like I guess it's because this is like the Beatles' last song, so you're like, guys, it's our last chance to give the Beatles a Grammy. But like half the Beatles aren't here anymore, you know?
I
And
think all of
even
them, right?
then,
Wait,
I don't
except
Paul
one, right?
McCartney. Paul
know. I
McCartney
think
and,
two of
what
them
was
are
his
alive.
name?
So.
The drummer,
Ringo.
Ringo.
Oh wait, I'm tripping. I was thinking about the Rolling
It's just
Stones.
George and John. Wait, Nate, do you know the Rolling Stones won? Actually, I'll leave that.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I
Yowzers.
haven't
But
listened now. Actually, I've heard some of Now and Then. It just sounds like a Beatles song, which isn't
Which is a terrible thing because we hate the Beatles.
which isn't a bad thing. Sorry, that's my bad. I was like stuttering like crazy. But hold
um
up.
but yeah, so I mean I guess we kind of talked about it a bit. So yeah, so the Beatles won for best rock song or best rock performance, I mean. And then the Rolling Stones won for best rock album, even
Which
though
is,
again like most of them aren't around. And it's just like it just ties back into like, like these are legacy artists, we gotta give
I
them
know. I've never
like
heard
their stuff.
anything about the new Rolling Stones record. Like nothing.
Yeah,
It's just an old rock band that decided to drop an album. Like I don't think I heard that. At least from Fantano said he said it really wasn't that good. We have No Name Jack White. Okay, Saviors Green Day, Romance by Fountains DC, which I feel like since it's made such a
One
big
thing's
impact, that one should have won. But
yeah.
Saviors I think would also be good too.
yeah.
I was gonna say, um, I've been listening to a lot of Green Day lately, especially Saviors, and Saviors is really good. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like
Like
that's like in my because like, that's like in my top three albums of last year now.
the
Oh wow.
Rolling Stones was like the least like one that I was like, okay, yeah, there's no way that they're winning. They're like that seems completely stupid. Like
Yeah, it seems
no
kind of
offense.
like oh you're
You're an unks.
yep.
We'll give you something for it.
Yeah.
Like
And this is
yeah,
no
because
hate
it's
to the
like
Rolling Stones. I love all like I mean I haven't listened to that much to them, but like a lot of their songs are really good.
yeah, it's like I wish that Green Day would have won because it's like this is like because like those songs on Saviors are like the like most like thought and heart and like rage and emotion that they put into like their songs in like a long while, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's like I've been loving listening to them. But then even like Fontaine's DC, it's like Fontaine's DC, who I haven't really listened to them that much. It's been hard for me to get into them, but it's like I do have a lot of respect for them. And then idols, I've also heard like a lot about, and these are two like newer bands and
I
artists. You know,
know.
like it's cool they got nominated, but like imagine if they took home like a Grammy, especially when they're getting all this like
I
acclaim.
know. Like they gotta
And then
push out people who are like new to keep. That's how the genre. Now I'm not saying that the Grammys depicts and how, because that's not true. But like the fact that when you see new artists getting Grammys, that helps out tremendously with one their career, which then would help the genre go forward. It's just stupid giving old people, especially if they're not, if it's a good album. Sure, and I guess maybe they obviously don't give it a new person just because it's good. But like, it's just you need to give stuff that's progressing the sound. The Rolling Stones isn't progressing the sound, I'm assuming, like at all, right? It's probably just
yeah,
more rock that they haven't been making for the past 200 years, you know. But
Nate.
What?
Oh, Nate. Well, no, but it's like I thought that it's like you're raising your hand because you had like a question in class.
Hey,
wait,
teach.
were the Rolling Stones?
Like because like there's like these like really old like legacy like rock bands like the Beatles and Rolling Stones who were like half of them are dead, you know, and it's like these kind of like they're like last legs for like songs and like records and stuff. And then there's legacy bands and artists like Green Day and Jack White that are still making around and making stuff that people are excited about because it's like their longevity should be like respected. And then these new bands like Fontaines DC and Idols that like are also like it's cool because it's like rock's been like, oh yeah, rock is dead, but it's obviously not.
I
If
feel
there's
like
still like
rock.
things around here.
Yeah,
When they give it to like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, it just like it's so because it's like listen, like we just talked about it right now. It's like we talked about maybe checking out Cowboy Carter because it won a Grammy, you know, and like all this. And then it's like Oliver's checking out like all these like possible album of the year albums because they got nominated. It's like imagine if like these newer bands like won, you know, or like
Yeah.
got like a bigger like shout out for like their hard work paying off. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know. Like it's very disappointing and uh Anthony Fantano made a good point in his video about the Grammys saying that it's like because a lot of people love Jack White's No Name record. Um so then what if in like a decade or two like he kind of like makes like less liked music but then they give him a crazy big Grammy award because he should have won for No Name a few years or decades earlier.
yeah,
It sets such a bad precedent for what could be the future of the music
yeah.
like critic industry.
Yeah.
So, and then this, the for best rock song, we got Broken Man by Saint Vincent. And okay, I'll be totally honest, I haven't heard about Saint Vincent until like I saw that they won the Grammy. Like I saw them in the no nominations, but I was like, who is that? I looked them up. It's it's a female like person, right? And why did I say that so weird?
It's
Chat,
a
cut that out.
it's a female person.
It's a we are not okay.
Email
So
person or
I decided
something.
to check them out, right? And they have like
Oh,
4 million
no.
monthly listeners. And apparently I looked on like album of the year. They have some really good reviews and stuff. And I listened to the Broken Man song. It's got like a kind of electronic like groove to it. It reminds me a lot of Joywave. Like with that kind of like somewhat electronic groove to it
Uh
and the vocals too.
yeah. I need
But
to
I'm
I
yeah,
know that
I'm
I need to give St. Vincent's a
beyond
try
wild that I haven't heard about this though.
cuz
when I was
you can go.
I was gonna say that when I was looking through like the nominations and winners for this year's Grammys, I saw that Saint Vincent three won like three awards. So they kind of had like a bit of a sweep. And yeah, it's like I never really heard of them before, so that was
Yeah, which I feel like is
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
it
I
was
mean,
interesting.
there was a song that is really nostalgic for me back or my mom used to play it a lot called Digital Witness by Vincent, which is the song's pretty good. Um pretty good nostalgic. I forgot when the song came out, but I used to listen to that
Oh,
song a lot.
wait, what? This song?
Yeah.
Hold up. Okay.
So I definitely want to give Vincent a try now. And that's kind of goes back to what you were saying. Like these people, these less popular bands getting a Grammy, give them more exposure. And not
Yeah.
saying like give the person with less exposure the Grammy just so they could get more exposure. But I feel like sometimes it's like, yeah, like I don't know, something else on the
Ones
Rolling Stone album.
with the most exposure,
Yeah,
like the Grammys. Especially when they're not even like around to like,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
well,
I think that's mostly it for the Grammys. I guess it is kind of interesting how it's like it's always like, oh yeah, these people won the Grammys when these people should have won it, but the Grammys mean nothing. And then when someone that you want to win wins the Grammys, you're like, oh my gosh, they won the Grammy. This is so good. But yeah, it's just like a big fun event. But
Yeah.
anyway, should we talk about our next subject for the podcast?
yeah. I didn't really spend too much
Music
time
is dry.
thinking about this, and I don't know if we talked about no, we talked about this when I think in a Fortnite party, but
I think we're playing Minecraft.
yeah, or yeah.
Yeah.
What? What's
So
happening
yeah,
next?
we're just gonna be talking about like who we think is gonna be dropping in
Artists who we think
2025.
is popular.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
one artist that one of my favorite artists that I hope is gonna be dropping
Okay. Wait. Actually. Oh, never mind. Never mind. What am I talking about? Never mind. Go on. Go on.
is Tame Impala, and I guess it kind of makes sense because the Slow Rush was
5 years ago.
2020, and then Currents wasn't Currents 2015.
Yeah.
So it's kind
Time
of
is
like a
near.
5-year thing. So he's
Time is
edging
near.
close. Tame Impala, please bust all over us. Okay.
Chat. We gotta wait for Tame Impala to bust right now.
Guys, imagine just bear with me for a second. Imagine if instead of because like look, the existence of a tame impala implies that there could be a wild impala.
A freaking Impala.
Impalas with all sorts of adjectives.
Ineditive. A mad Impala. But yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be really
sick.
awesome. And like every single one of his comments on Instagram is like, bro's doing everything but dropping the next album. So
Just drop.
hopefully they get to him. And he's been doing
He
a lot
was
of
at the
side
Grammys.
projects. Oh yeah, oh wait, he won a Grammy for Neverender, I think.
Yeah,
And that
I
was
think
his
so.
Yeah, Justice and Tame Impala.
Yeah, I think that was his first, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hold
Was
up.
it?
Wait, I don't wait. How many?
Was it really his first? I'd personally be kind of surprised if he hadn't one before that, but I guess you never know.
Oh no, it was his first. It was his first one for best dance electric recording in 2025 for their song Neverender with
Dang.
Justice. So honestly, really deserved. I'm glad that they won. I mean, Neverender is a good song. I don't think it's amazing like some of his other but I think it's a good, good song.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
pretty
would
good.
hope that Tim Paula drops this year. If he
Yeah.
doesn't, that's cool, but it's not cool.
It's not cool.
So yeah.
Playboy
Not
Cardi
cool.
fans right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bro, I don't even like that guy is
Dude, that's a
just
whole nother
so
fandom
cringe.
to
I
be.
hate when artists do that. Like, don't talk about an album. Just stop yapping about it. Like I know Tame Impala he hasn't really talked about an album.
No,
I mean,
he never
has, but
he doesn't talk about the album. He just
he
doing
doesn't
side
say that
quests.
he has a name for an album or something, or like, yeah.
And he's like talking about like dropping, and it's like the album name is like I Am Music.
I know.
I am.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's like he's trying to be like, you will wait for me, my peasants. I am music, and you must
Like
wait.
like
Like,
Yeah.
at this point we should low key ban him from releasing music. Okay, just stop.
blood is
Just
not
stop.
music.
Bro,
Blood is
you
not.
please just release the music or retire now. Okay, like come on. Anyways, is there any other? I'm trying.
Some that I was thinking of for who could drop this year. Gorillaz, their last album was almost 3 years ago, and in the modern age, Strokes reference, they've they've kind of like been dropping albums like more like this like 2 or 3 year schedule. So and also they've teased dropping a new album this year. So I think there's a good chance that there could be a new Gorillaz album. Um, Olivia Rodrigo, it's kind of 50-50 because she usually drops like every 2 years. Although Guts Spilled was also at the beginning of last year, and she just finished her like massive tour.
Yeah.
Um, but I think there's a good chance that she could drop like near the end of this year. What was her third
Yeah.
LP? So that could be cool. But I know that when we talked about this like a month ago, I said that I feel like Arctic Monkeys could drop this year because they talked about like having their album sooner than The Car, which obviously was postponed like was like postponed with like the lockdown and stuff. Um, however, uh, a- however, a couple weeks ago, James Ford, longtime producer and friend of the Arctic Monkeys, he announced on his Instagram that he found out that he has leukemia, what is a
Oh.
form of blood cancer.
Damn.
So he says that thankfully he's optimistic that they caught it early enough that if he goes into really extensive procedures and like chemotherapy that it's like they can take care of it, but that means that it's like he won't have time to do anything else for like the next like 6 or 8 months. And he said that unfortunately that means that he'll have to be that it's like he'll be putting off like a lot of like exciting exciting music projects, but obviously his health is more important. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Dang,
yeah,
that's
so
unfortunate.
I am willing to wait a bit
Yeah.
longer for
Yeah.
for salt and stuff.
And then
But I was gonna say though I didn't realize that he actually also produced Fontaine's DC Fontaine's DC's new album Romance from last year, and also the Last Dinner Party's album, Prelude to Ecstasy. He
yeah.
produced both of those, which
Wow.
I didn't realize, but it's kind of crazy. Other than that, though, I don't know who else.
I think I got a decent couple. I got a couple. So I think Weezer, it's
Oh
been
yeah,
long enough. You know, it's been long enough. Come on now.
Pink album,
Think out.
They can
Pink,
square one out.
Pinkerton too. Come on.
And then I know and I feel like Moss Mouse has to drop this year. Have been releasing some. Look, I listened to Golden Casket. I hate to break it to y'all. It's not it. Like there's a couple good songs, but it is not it.
Is that their
You
most
know?
recent album?
Yeah. But those new songs they've been playing on live, I've been watching them over and over again because they are so good, and they I feel like are definitely dropping, most definitely. Or at least I hope so.
Yeah, that would
Um,
make sense.
and then another person who I think is dropping is Hans Zimmer, guys.
Oh, let's
Let's
go.
be
We're
real.
getting a
Hans
Hans
Zimmer
Zimmer
is
drop.
probably gonna drop this year. Okay. He's not only has he missed a year. I'm pretty sure he hasn't missed a year. Okay. He is on his grind, bro. He's on his grind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, People think the Black Keys are gonna drop this year since they came out with a new single for their new tour, but I think that's just a single. I don't think they're making a new album. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
after how much they poured into Ohio players and with them trying to get back on track with their new tour that they rescheduled, I heavily doubt they're making another album this year. But you never know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess that's most of what I had in mind for dropping this year.
Yeah, me too. Um,
Chat.
well,
When are we gonna get new mini mansions though?
for real.
Come on now.
Too soon, too soon. I don't think they're coming back
Oh.
I wonder when the
because it's like
next. Oh, you can go.
because interviewers have tried to like ask them about it and they kept like avoiding questions until like eventually being like, yeah, guys, I don't think it's ever gonna come back.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. Bro's got a lot of
But
stuff on his plate. That one dude, Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, I
um,
wonder. Like, I wonder when Magdalena Bay will be dropping their next album because they've been doing their. I mean, they've been going through doing their tours for the Imaginal Disc album, and in their tours they'll play Imaginal Disc and then a few other songs from Mercurial World and their mini mixes. So I wonder. I don't. They'll
Mhm.
probably take a little bit of a break. I don't think they'll drop in 2025, but who knows?
Um, I don't think. I was trying to think because like the Strokes dropped 5 years ago, but they have like weird gaps with their albums, so I don't think they'll be
And
dropping
also the
for another year or
voids.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, since the Voice just dropped like a couple months ago, I feel like the Strokes probably won't have something for a year or two. Uh, and then there's Vampire Weekend that will maybe drop one more before the end of the decade, maybe if we're lucky,
Maybe.
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 Um,
So
but yeah, but now I'm just rambling. I can't think of anyone else who
Yeah,
could
me
drop
neither.
this year.
Well, I don't know if we have anything else to talk about. This is probably wait. Let me check what the recording's at right now. 36 minutes, our shortest podcast. Not because of lack of interest or just like we. This is our this
quit
is this is
yapping.
the topic. I'm trying to drag it. No, I'm not trying to drag it out. But
Chat,
yeah,
let's drag it to 8
yo
hours.
guys, let's drag
Guys,
it
let's
to an
drag it.
hour.
Did you guys see Kendrick's face at the Super Bowl? Say Drake.
He said
I feel like
he was like A minor.
And then like
well, everyone,
the crowd, like everyone, people in the crowd, like all said a minor at the same time.
and then and then and then he got two of Drake's exes to dance to Not Like Us on live television.
He did?
It's crazy.
I did
Well,
not know about this.
because because there's the tennis player Serena Williams, right?
Oh yeah.
Who she was there dancing, like behind Kendrick to Not Like Us. And then I thought I saw somewhere that SZA was also one of Drake's exes.
I never knew that. That seems
So yeah, two of Drake's exes were dancing to
that's crazy.
a diss track about him at the Super Bowl on live television.
Damn.
But yeah, um, yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it. Uh, uh, bye guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and
Bye.
follow for more.
Just
Leave comments or
Yeah.
if you have any suggestions or topics you want us to talk about or questions you want to ask us for us to talk about in future podcasts, please leave them in the comments. And yeah, thank you so
And
much for
stay
watching.
tuned for massive content coming soon. There's a big one coming that we're very excited about,
Yep,
right?
it's cooking up right now. It's getting cooked right now. It's getting cooked up right now. But yeah, bye guys. Thank you for watching.